Hey, good morning, good morning, good morning, afternoon on the East Coast. It's just barely afternoon though, so it's still good morning, good morning, good morning. How are you this wonderful Monday morning, March the 2nd? We are marching on through. When I was growing up, they used to say if you could January and February, you could march on through. So I done January and February, Lord, I'm ready to march on through now. I'm seriously ready to march on through now. Oh my goodness, God is good though. He is so amazing. So yeah, I I want to take a moment to encourage you on being called of God. I have said many times to be careful when God start bragging on you, like He did with Job. Have you considered my servant Job? Okay. Lord, I love you. You ain't gotta brag on me, okay? I'm good. But also I'm thinking about and I'm seeing my pastor yesterday was talking about being called, being called. And as I thought about that and being called, I thought about, hold on, I'm trying to get this ring wrong. Thank you. What did I write? Oh, okay. So, I am that revelatory person. As the messages are going forth, I am that one that I'm writing the notes that he's telling us to write, but then I'm also writing what I'm hearing. And one of the things I heard was a call as an invitation to come. When your name is called, it is your time and your term. Okay. So I went back and we were thinking about Peter. And I'm always pointing out, and it was really a bless my heart because Apostle did the same thing yesterday. He pointed out this part, this very, very valuable piece, of information that is found in Matthew 14, 28 through 31. Remember the story. The apostles are out on the Sea of Galilee. So, and what I found out was it's only 7 miles wide. So they were out in the middle of it. Jesus had went up to pray, told them to go on ahead of him after they had fed the multitudes. And they went out and they encountered this huge storm. Jesus is up in the mountain praying, but he's aware of what's going on with his disciples, with his babies down there on that water. And so he comes out of the mountain and he starts walking on the water. He's walking on the storm. I want you to get a visual of this. If you need to close your eyes and envision, do that. But get a visual. He's walking on the storm, on the water. They're in the boat. They're panicking. They're scared, right? And then they see his form, they see him, and then now they really panic because now is it a ghost? Like we're in this storm, the stuff is crazy. Do I see spirits now? What is going on, right? Peter, my boy Peter. I love Peter. I know Peter's crazy, Peter's bold. I guess that's why I love him. But anyway, Peter says, Lord, if that is you, he recognized, but he wants to make sure that it is. Lord, if that is you, bid me come. Straight out. Invite me to come. Call me to come if that is you. All right? And he did. All he said was one word, come. And Peter stepped out and walked on water until he looked down and realized the storm had not ceased. The storm was still raging, the waves were still billowing, and he panicked when he saw the waves were still moving. Now, here's what I want you to take note of right here. Peter didn't say, Lord, calm the storm and then bid me to come. Peter didn't say, make the water still and then invite me to come. He just said, if it's you, call me, call me. And Jesus did. And Jesus did not calm the waves. He did not still the storm before he called him. He said, come. So my question to you is, will you answer the call in the midst of the swirling of the waves, in the midst of the storm? And will you take a page out of Peter's book and see why the story told us that Peter looked down, and that's when he began to sink, so that you don't make the same mistake and look down, because the storm has not stopped. So the storm was already raging when he called you. By invitation, he called your name and said, come, come. He did not stop the storm. He did not calm the waves. So don't take your eyes off of him to focus on the storm that you may be currently in. Keep your focus on him. He's giving you the invitation to come and to do the miraculous, to walk on the waters, even in the midst of the storm. So that's my encouragement to you today. You can still walk on the water. You still have the power and the authority. When he said come, he gave that power and authority. Come. Come. And Peter was just as buoyant as God was when he stepped out. He gave him that power and that authority when he said, come. He's given you the power and the authority that you need in this season of your life to walk on top of the storm, just like he did, just like he does with you. So do not be distracted by the waves and the wind and the crazy. All right? Because it ain't got as crazy as it's going to get. Trust me on that. Don't be distracted. Answer the call. He knows that the waves are already crazy out here. Does not matter. Don't look down. Keep your eye on him and keep walking. Keep walking. Keep walking. Because the beauty of it is, even though Peter looked down and started to sink, he said, save me. And Jesus just reached up and pulled him out. So you're not going to die. Okay? You're not going to die. He's not going to let you. Okay? You're not going to fail. You may have some lessons to learn, but you're not going to fail. If he told you to do it, he said, come. He said, do. So be who he created you to be, so you can do what he created you to do, and get your eyes off of all the crazy and put them back on him. All right? All right. That's my message today. That's my nugget. That's my nugget. Oh, and by the way, since it's March and it's Celebrate Womanhood Month, okay, happy March. Yeah. I'll talk about that a little later. Anyway, it's better to be celebrated than to be tolerated. So I'm gonna stay in this celebratory vein. But yeah, we won't talk about that womanhood thing and celebration. Anyhow, I love you with the love of Christ. I am praying that you have an absolutely positively fantabulous day. And Lord willing, I'll see you tomorrow.